Watley puts the football into the air. Short end-over-end kick will be hit at the 24. Fielded by Moore at the 23. Runs to the 30. And Bob Moore is spun down to the 32-yard line. So Austintown, they have a tough time getting out of the blocks in the first quarter. Barwick in motion to the right, lines up to the tight end of that side. They'll bring Sandquist in motion to the near sideline. Melody hands the football off, and running the football is Andre Turner over left tackle. Hurdles out to the 36. Melody will throw. Rolling to his right, the left-hander flings the pass short of the intended receiver, Bob Moore, and the pass is blocked to the right, and Sandquist the wing back to the right. They'll bring him in motion to the near sideline, and they'll run a play-action pass. Melody in time, throws the ball down the right sideline into coverage, passes over the head of Sean Turner, or Andre Turner, and to kick it away will be Gary Pritchard, averaging 34.5 yards per boot. He has had one block so far this year. Omar Probert, the single safety, awaiting the punt. Kick is away. Low line drive kick. Hits at the Raider 34. High hop to the 28. Rolls to the 25. Probert will let it go inside the 25, and the Falcons will down it at the 24-yard line of Warren Harding. Opponent 60-9. And the Raiders have a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Setbacks are staggered. They'll bring it to Ahmad Ash, and he'll come to the near sideline. Ash to the 30, runs to the 35, and rambles out to the 38-yard down as they have the football just shy of their own 39. Mars will hand it off this time to Watley. Runs off left tackle over the 42 out to the 43, and lunges ahead down in 5 for Harding. The football just short of their own 44. Millen running in motion to the far sideline. Toss sweep to Watley. Around the right corner to the 45. Stiff arm a man at the 48, and gets out of bounds just across the left. Anthony Morgan comes to the near side. Line of the backs are staggered with Watley and Henderson. And before the play can get up to speed, we have our first penalty flag down on the turf here at Falcon Stadium tonight. So there is laundry on the natural grass here in Austintown. So play has halted for the time being. Manny Nunez comes to the near sideline. Makes the indication that it's a dead ball foul for illegal procedure against the Raiders. They'll bring Miller to the near sideline. Again, Henderson and Watley staggered in the back. They'll hand it off to a strong Watley. Tries to bounce it outside, flips to the 50, and he's brought down right at the 49. So he's tackled at the original line of scrimmage. The football just sitting inside the midfield strike. Trips to the left, and Mars with a long count. Straight drop, 5 steps. Sets up in the pocket, looks to his right, throws from Anthony Morgan, but the pass over his head and incomplete. They're at right. Again, they send trips to the left, and now they'll bring Miller in motion to the near sideline. Lone setback is Watley. Straight blitz by the Falcons. Mars under pressure, throws it over the middle. Pass is deflected by Probert and almost...
...for the lottery, because he played a heck of a chance, and he threw the ball away in the middle of the field, and it didn't get intercepted.
4th and 10, pressing the punt, averaging 34.5 yards a kick. Low snap, scoops it up, punt is away to the far sideline, hits at the 15, rolls inside to the 12-yard line, and the Raiders down it there to the fall. They have not yielded a single touchdown in the entire first quarter, and on a first down run, Jeff Melody tries to keep it on the option, and he is buried at the 10-yard line. The Raiders get it out wide to the right. They will run Barwick in motion to the right-hand line up at the tight end on that side. Sandquist now in motion to the near sideline. They run a counter with Turner. Andre Turner met immediately as he tries to go off right guard. Kevin Robb, and they have trips to the right. Lone setback is going to be Camrad. Melody will throw. The left-hander fires to the far sideline, but the pass goes sailing over the head of his intended. Probert standing in Falcon territory at about the Falcon 49. Now he steps up to the Fitch 47-yard line. Good snap. Kick is away by Pritchard. High kick. Wobbly boot will be fielded by Probert at the 48, runs to the 49, slips and falls at the Falcon 48-yard line left. Again, Henderson and now Anthony Butler. They're the running backs and they're split. Hand off to Anthony Butler. AB off left tackle to the 45, spins down to the 42-yard line. Anthony Butler with again, Henderson and Butler are in a staggered set behind Mars, and they'll run Anthony Butler off left tackle, carries the ball to the 40, breaks the tackle down to the 36, and struggles down to the 35. There's a 1st and 10 from the Austintown Fitch 36-yard line. Again, Henderson and Butler are split behind Joe Mars, who takes a long count. Quick pass, caught by Probert at the 29, and he's drilled at the 28-yard line. With that little look-in, split him out wide to the left on 2nd down and 2 from the Fitch Falcon 28-yard line. Toss sweep, Anthony Butler tries to bounce it outside, breaks the tackle at the 31, but he's upended right at the 28-yard line.
Steel goes hand in hand with commitment to provide for real business growth and solid job growth in the community. At Thomas Steel Strip, quality is our business.
As play resumes, the Raiders looking at a third setback, and they're in a staggered set behind quarterback Joe Mars. Mars will hand it off to Anthony Butler, runs the ball down to the 20. Mars fights off one would-be tackler, and now he's 2nd down for Harding. They have the football at the Falcon 18. They'll need 5 for a first down. Hand off again to Anthony Butler, bounces off the pile at the 16, spins his way down close to the 15-yard line, and he is the wide out along with Miller. Now they'll bring Kurt in motion to the near sideline. Toss sweep to Ahmad Ash. Turns the left sideline at the 15. Runs to the 10. Ash to the 5. Touchdown, Warren Harding. But you have a penalty flag down, and Ahmad Ash just popped right
He did it, and they know if you do it once, you can do it again. And that will put the Fitch defense on such a tenuous...
to the left, along with Anthony Morgan. Now Morgan comes in motion on the near sideline. Toss sweep again to Ash, around the left corner to the 20, down left sideline to the 10, hurdles to the 5, and he's knocked out of bounds just shy of the Johnson, Henderson, and Butler. And before the play on Fitch, they have already used 2 of their allotted 3 timeouts here in the first half. For the Raiders, they'll go to the ground. Toss sweep, Ahmad Ash runs the ball to the 5, spins down to the 3, and he may have kept... For the Raiders, Joe Mars goes under center, takes the snap, turns, hands the football off to Butler, darts to the 1, and he is in. Touchdown, Warren Harding. And the Raiders have scored with under a minute to go in the first quarter. We have just...
trenches right now for Harding.
Eduardo Camargo, 8 of 11 on PATs this year, puts it in the air and through the upright. So Camargo is perfect on the extra point, and with 59 seconds, Warren's kickoff on WRRO right after this.
It comes to uniforms, jackets, and sweats for any and all team sports. And they have logos for almost all schools and organizations.
And one of the big keys for the Raider touchdown drive was converting a 3rd down and 11 that set up the touchdown. Watley squibs the kick down the field. It is picked up by Ferraro, runs the ball to the 30, tries to bust it to the near sideline, but he'll be knocked down at the 34 sideline. Turner a wing back to left, but they'll run it with Sean Camrad, and he is met in the backfield by Daniels and Stringer. 2 yards was the final play of the period. So we head to quarter number 2. Starts to weaken a little bit for Warren Harding in the second quarter, and Fitch will go to the air. Melody rolling to the right, fires on the run, pass through the hands of Bob Moore, and incomplete. Curtin and 12 for the Falcons from their own 32. Melody will throw, looks to his left, fires the pass over the head of the intended receiver, Bob Moore. Danny Green had first half, and now they will have to bring the punt unit on 4th and 12. The Falcons to kick it away. Pritchard to kick. From the 23, boots it away to Omar Probit. Probit will field it at his own 31. Jukes at the 35, up the middle of the field to the 40. Probit to the near sideline, over the 45, runs to the 50. Probit down the left sideline and just runs out of gas. He gets out of bounds at the 45. He was shoved out of bounds late. Tim York and a strong Watley as the setback, and they're split behind Joe Mars. Mars will hand the football off to Tim York, hit at the line of scrimmage, but York keeps powering down to the 44 and surges down close to the 43-yard right. This time, they'll bring Anthony Morgan to the near sideline, but they go to the ground. A strong Watley runs the football, hurdles over the line of scrimmage, and as they are sideline, they'll have Kurt Miller as a wide out to the right. Now Larry Simpson comes in motion to the near sideline. Mars, a quick drop, throws the pass to Probit at the 42, runs between 2 men at the 40, trying to elude a couple of more men, but goes down at the 39, but you've got Falcon defensive captain Jamie Dorenzo, and the hold against Harding has been accepted, obviously. And now they'll send Kurt Miller in motion to the far sideline. Lone setback Watley. He'll stay to block. Mars pumps, throws it to Kurt Miller. Pass is intercepted by Jeff Melody. Melody returns the football down the left sideline to the 40, cuts across the ground at the 50. Melody at the Harding 45, and he'll be wrestled to the ground at the Raider 40-yard line. And for Warren Harding, the Falcons have Sandquist as the wingback to the right. Backs are split. They'll run Andre Turner on the counterplay around the right corner over the 35. Turner bumped down to the 31-yard. Falcons as they have it at their own, or at their opponent's 32, and now they're going to run it down to the 30 on a little reverse, and on that little turnaround, the Falcons cross up the Raiders, and Bob, now it's 1st and 10, though, for Austintown. Fitch from the Raider 20, handoff Sean Camrad, and Camrad's going to run right in the middle and more to the left on 2nd down and 9 from the Warren 19. Melody will throw, rolling to the right, fires to Sandquist. He makes the catch and gets out of bounds at the Raiders to plot to the left. Backs are split, and on 2nd down, Melody is going to run the football to the 15, gets to the 10, hops down to the 8, spinning free down to about the 8-yard line. Melody, a big youngster. He is a Camrad, the lone setback on a double wingback set. It's 1st and goal to go. Hand off to Turner, runs to the 5. Turner knocked off his feet at the 2-yard line by Omar Probit. Probit makes it inside Fitch. The football spotted just inside of the Warren 3. Sandquist in motion to the left. Melody's going to keep it. Darts inside of the 1, gets over the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown, Austintown Fitch, and the Falcons. Melody has brought the Falcons to within 1, and now the extra point by Pritchard will be attempted. Kenny gets the ball down. Pritchard puts the ball in the air. Plenty of height, and the kick is good. And the game, PAT has knotted the score with just under 7 the kickoff for a touchdown this year. Probit is averaging about 31 yards per kickoff return. That is top in the Steel Valley Conference this year. So the Falcons out of their muddle huddle, and now they'll get set to kick it away. For Warren Harding, will Omar Probit get his hands on the ball? Pritchard boots it down the field, and it will go to Probit. They will run Probit to the 1, and he'll drop it into the end zone. And once that ball crosses the goal line, it's a dead ball, so it'll be a touchback for Warren, staggered behind quarterback Mars. On 1st and 10, Mars hands it off to Anthony Butler. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, and AB gets it to their own 20. Again, the backs are staggered, and they'll toss it to Anthony Butler. Make it Ahmad Ash, and Ash is going to run around the right corner, but he'll find little running room, if any. Another short gain. This has a couple of players, and for the reserves, they're not going to see time because for Warren Harding, they've been banged up this year. And Joe Mars on 3rd and 9 will hand it to Anthony Butler. Runs to the 25, but stood up by Mike Rossel at the 25-yard line, and for Anthony Butler, he's at Lakewood, and now Kevin Roberts was hurt earlier in the game.
Plus, the awe of playing Harding, a defending champ, is now starting to wear thin since they're able to make that touchdown.
Portion of the season, and now it's going to be a penny, but it backfired last week against Lakewood. Tonight it is successful for the Raiders, and Mars will toss it back to Anthony Butler, who comes to the near sideline. Butler spinning out to the 33 and continues to stumble ahead to the 36. Kovit to the right. Anthony Morgan comes to the near sideline. Backs are staggered, and they'll run Butler off right tackle. Carries the ball out to the 37, and he is labeled right at the 38-yard. The ball just short of their own 38-yard line. Backs are split. Mars will throw. 5-step drop, has time, throws, pass short of the intended receiver, Kurt Miller, and it's incomplete.
Sort of short-armed the ball to avoid interception, but he overdid it and went into the ground.
Bob Moore, the deep back, awaiting the punt. Moore averaging about 17 yards per punt return this year. Preston with a good snap, kick is away. Nice end-over-end kick will be fielded by Moore at his own 31. Comes to the near sideline. Moore to the 35. He'll be met and ridden to the ground at the 36-yard line. Is now Mike Cromer, who usually just goes one way, is now starting on the defensive line. And Melody will roll out and throw on 1st down and hits his receiver at the 10 yards through the air. He's now 2 of 7 passing. They'll go to the ground instead. Andre Turner right up the middle, rumbles over the 45 of Fitch, out to the midfield stripe, and he's into 9. Twins to the left. Now they'll send Sandquist in motion to the left, and Melody wants to run the option. Darts inside of the 48-yard line, tripped up by Mike Klein. They send Sandquist in motion to the left, but they'll run a counterplay with Turner. Andre Turner cuts it up the middle and runs the ball down to the 46, and he's upended at the 45-yard line. Right now have a 3rd down and a little less than 6. The ball at the Raider 45. Short pass intercepted by Warren Harding, and the Raiders' Milton Henderson makes the interception and returns it back to the Warren. And right now they are a -1 as far as the turnovers are concerned this year. And they'll begin with a spread offense, trips to the near sideline, leaving Kovit all alone on the right, and Mars will go to the ground, handing it to Anthony Butler, tries to slip a tackle, but cannot do so, and Twins to the left. Lone setback will be Milton Henderson. He'll stay to block. Mars will throw to the right, fires the pass short. He wanted a pump fake, and then Harding, they have the ball at their own 48-yard line. Miller and Morgan to the near sideline, Kovit to the right. Mars straight drop, looks to his left, pump fake, rolling to his right, still looking for room, will run. Carries it over the 50 to the Falcon 40.
Decision they have to make at this point.
It's 4th and 1 for the Raiders at the Fitch 46. So Mars got an extra yard before he darted out of bounds. He'll drop the throw, sets up, fires, pass caught by Provit to 39, cutting across the field to the Falcon 35. Provit to the near sideline, just gets out of bounds at the Fitch 33. Morgan to the near sideline, Larry Simpson in the slot to the left as well. Backs are split. Mars will throw. Straight drop, has time, fires, pass caught by Morgan at the 27, hops over the 25 and rumbles down to the 23-yard line. Anthony Morgan makes... Everything's all set and ready to go. The ball will be put down to 29. Miller puts a high snap down. Camargo's kick high enough, long enough. It is good! And with a minute and a half, Harding, they go huddle. And for Omar Provit, again, he is averaging about 31 yards a kick, and they'll try an onside kick right up the middle of the field. The ball in the Raider territory, still loose at the Harding 43, and the Raiders come away with the ball. Kurt Miller to the near sideline. Again, the backs are split, and they'll run Anthony Butler up the middle. Butler to the 45, darts to the 50, and he's lumped right at the 49-yard line by Jeff Melody. Down at 2nd and 2 for Warren Harding, and the Raiders will go back to the ground. Out of that stacked eye, Butler off right tackle to the 45, down the right sideline to the 40, and he's chased out of bounds at the 38-yard line of the right. The backs in a staggered set once again, and Mars will toss it to the near sideline to Anthony Butler. Butler weaves his way through traffic and carries the ball down to the Falcon 36-yard line. A pick and go for Warren Harding. The ball just inside the Falcon 36. Butler again on the ground, runs him over the 30, starts down to the 25, and he's yanked to the ground by Jeff Melody at the Falcon 24-yard. It's a 1st and 10 for Warren Harding from the Falcon 24. Backs are split, and Mars will hand it off to Henderson up the middle. Milton to the 20, runs down to the 16, breaks the tackle, and powers down to the 15-yard line. From the Austintown Fitch 15, stacked eye formation, they'll go to Anthony Butler. He fumbles the football. It is loose, and the Falcons have recovered. So Austintown Fitch comes up with the turnover returner. Now coming in motion to the near sideline. They'll run John Sandquist up the middle, though, and he tries to squirm out to the 18-yard line. Sandquist brought down after 6 yards to go. Melody will hand the football off, and they'll go to a new fullback, and Mike Polder runs the ball up the middle and then bounces outside and carries it over the 25.
Right away, and that caught us by surprise.
So now the Falcons are the 1st and 10 from their own 26. Melody will go right back to the ground, and he'll give it to Andre Turner, and Turner, 3 yards to go as the Falcons have the ball at their own 34. Melody will run Turner this time, and they'll take it off left tackle. He fights out close to the first down marker. He would get 4 fresh downs to work with at their own 36. Melody will throw the southpaw, fires the pass behind Sandquist, and the passes they have it just outside of their own 36. Melody will run a counter with Turner. Off right tackle carries it to the 40, slices his way ahead to the 42-yard line. So, and a little over 4 yards to go. Melody will throw. Drops to his own pocket, sets up, fires over there. It'll pass through the hands of 3 men. The intent, a little over 37 yards. The boot, his longest kick tonight, has covered 40 yards. Single safety for the Raiders is Omar Probert. He drifts back to his own 21. Pritchard with a good snap kick is away. Spiral is a little wobbly, does not turn over, sends Probert back to his own 19. Slices between 2 men at the 20, runs to the 25, Probert to the 40, Probert cutting across the grain to the 45, to midfield, Probert to the Fitch 45, spins at the Falcon 40, still loose at the near sideline, and finally runs out of gas and is brought down at the Falcon 39, 10 at the Fitch 39. So for Warren Harding, they come out in a staggered set in the backfield, and they'll go to the ground. Anthony Butler with a huge hole off right tackle, runs the ball to the 35, spinning down to the 30. AB with an 2nd and 1 for Warren Harding from the Fitch 30. Backs are split, handoff Butler, got running into the 25, rambles to the 20, into the secondary, and he's finally knocked off his feet at the Falcon 14-yard line, 100 yards. It's now a 1st and 10 for Harding from the Fitch 14, handoff Butler, hitting the backfield, no blocking there, and the Falcons stuff that. They have the ball at the Falcons 16. Again, the backs are staggered. They'll toss it to Butler. Anthony Butler around the right corner, has the first down, runs to the 10, tucks his shoulder, and gets the football down, converted into a 3rd down and short. They'll need 2. They'll hand it to Butler right up the middle, runs down inside the 5, tries to power down to the 4-yard line. It'll be very interesting to see later. Joe Mars will take the snap, turns, gives it to Henderson, leaps to the pile. I don't know if he got it. The Falcons feel confident that they saw their own 5. Backs are split, and they'll run Andre Turner to the near sideline. Tries to cut it in, but he's going to be met at the 5 and driven backwards. The Raiders did a good job, and they can't convert a 4th and short. Now the Falcons have a 2nd down and 10 from their own 5, and Melody will throw, and the pass is going to be almost picked off by a Strawn Watley. Swims to the left on 3rd down and 10, and Melody will throw from his own end zone. Fires in the flat to Turner, but he drops the football at the 12-yard line. 3, and he's a threat. You got to watch the snap because if it goes over his head, which it does not, it would have been a safety. Pritchard has it partially blocked. It is deflected, and it will go out of bounds at the Fitch 14-yard line. So the Raiders do a 10 yards, and with 1:10 to go, the Raiders again. Right up, again, the backs are split. Miller to the right, Probert to the near sideline. They'll run Anthony Butler to the 10, Butler down to the 5-yard line. Anthony Butler with a nice run. Fitch, they'll need a little less than 2 yards. And up, Butler bounces it outside. Anthony Butler to the 3, powers to the 1. He's in. Touchdown, Warren Harding. And with 27 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, the Raiders have increased their lead to 6 rushing touchdown of the year. Camargo on for the PAT. Ball down by Miller, kick in the air, plenty of height, and it's good. So it's just over 27 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Raiders finally dent the scoreboard.
Prevent injuries to players. If you want to engage in sports, do it wisely and safely. Make the first step to sports participation a step to your physician's office for a physical. Establish limitations you have to watch for and have the proper equipment.
He sets his team down at the line of scrimmage, and he will hand it off to his fullback. Holder breaks the tackle in the backfield and is able to lunge ahead for a pickup of 1. Well, that was the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we head to period number 4 from Falcon down in 9. The football sitting just short of the Raider 49, and Melody will throw. Play action pass comes to the near sideline, throws behind his intended receiver, Andre Turner, and splitting out to the left. They bring Sandquist in motion to the near sideline, but they run a delayed handoff to Turner, and there's nothing doing as the Raiders sniff that out, and they drop Turner after a pickup of 2. He is brought down, standing at his own 40. It is 4th down and 7 from the Warren 47. Austintown Fitch, they may want to fake it here. Not straight snap, back to Pritchard, punt is away. Good kick, spiral, does not turn over, but Probert fields it at his own 10, slices between 2 men, and he's grounded at the 14-yard line. So Omar Probert with a
record will make them look worse.
Well, the Raiders start offensively 1st and 10. They have it at their own 14. They run Anthony Butler, but he slips in the backfield, and he's able to keep this balance on 2nd down and a little less than 9. The ball sitting at the Warren 15. They'll go to the ground. A strong Watley off left tackle, carries it over the 20, breaks 2 tackles at the 25, down left sideline to the 35, Watley to the 45. To midfield, cuts back inside of the Falcon 40, and a strong Watley finally knocked off his feet at the Fitch 30-38. Probert to the near sideline. Miller goes to the left. Backs are staggered, and York and Butler. Mars with a long count will drop to throw. Looks to his right, comes back to the left, Pressured out of the pocket, rolling, wants to throw, going to tuck it under and run it down the left sideline, and jump. Second down and 4 for Harding from the Falcon 32. Provett to the near sideline. Larry Simpson as a wing back to the right, but they'll go to the ground. A strong Watley tripped up in the backfield, but is able to power and fight his way out to the 30-yard field. They're staggered. Miller to the left. Provett comes to the near sideline as the wideout. They'll run a strong off right guard. Carries the ball to the 25. Watley surges down to the 23-yard line, and he has scored a first down and 10 for Warren Harding at the Fitch 23. A toss sweep to a strong Watley. Turns the left corner. Runs it to the 20. Cuts back inside to the 17-yard line, and he finally drops in, and Watley again on the running back. And Mars comes out of which Dave Hartman gets the most he can out of this unit. And right now, they may be wearing out because it's second down and 5 for Warren Harding from the Falcon 18, and Mars will throw it to Miller at the 13. Cutting across the field will go right down at the 13-yard line for the championship. And now the Raiders with a first and 10 from the Falcon 13. And off Watley, off right tackle, bounces it to the 10, to the 5, Watley the 2. He runs into the end zone, touchdown Warren Harding. And a strong Watley with good power, dragging 2 men into the end zone, and Watley goes 13. Eduardo Camargo onto the PAT. 2 of 2 tonight, ball down, kick in the air, and it is good. So coming on PATs, and the latest conversion kick.
Before or after the game, stop by the Buena Vista Cafe at the corner of Buena Vista and Dana in Warren and stock up on Uncle Nick's Greek fried chicken. Buy it by the piece, the dinner, or the buckets at the best price in town. If the Colonel had the recipe, he'd have been
It was covered on the ground, and it was a 13-yard run by a strong Watley that gives the Raiders the lead, and now back to live action is offensively, but they're down 24-7, and Melody to run the option to the left will carry the ball, but he's going to be upended at the 33-yard line, so he gets it right to their own 33. Melody will now roll to his right, looking to throw, going to be hitting the backfield and sacked. Ahmad Ash comes in and sacks the Fitch quarterback at the 26. 17 will kick it away. So they will not try for the first down unless they go for a fake, and they won't. Good snap to Pritchard, and the punt's away. And then Pritchard goes to the ground, but no roughing. Provett fields at his own 36, runs to the 45. Provett down the left sideline to the 45, to the Fitch 40. Provett hit at the 35, breaks free at the 30, to the 20. Provett to the 10, 5, touchdown, Omar Provett. And Warren Harbaugh, what an outstanding punt return. No flags on the play. It is a touchdown. Camargo on to the PAT. Again, Miller on his knee. Good snap, kick in the air, and it is good. We're point for point. Right now it is Warren Harding, third. And for Omar Provett, that's his longest punt return of the year, his second for a score. And the Raiders lead 31-7. Watley's kick down the field is going to be fielded by Joe Ferraro. He turns it over the 20 and races out to the 27-yard line. Joe Ferraro finally brought. And now you're going to have a whole new lineup. New quarterback in there right now is Nick Siciliano, and they go to a new running back. So everybody's going to see time tonight for head coach. And again, they'll go to a split backfield with their new quarterback, Nick Siciliano. And Siciliano coming to the near sideline will throw, fires over the middle, pass intercepted by Watley. A strong Watley picks it off at the Falcon 43 and returns it to the Fitch 40 sideline. Desmond Provett, a wide out to the left, backs in the I formation. The quarterback is Brian Dillon, 5-yard penalty against the Raiders, and that'll take it back out to the Falcon. Near sideline will be Vinny Richardson. Gentis a wing back to the right, and Desmond Provett a wide out to the left. They'll go to an I formation, and they'll run the football, carrying the ball down to the 44-yard line that time for Warren Harding. And getting it for the Warren Harding Raiders that time. The ball carries under center. Long snap, turn. They're going to run the football. Carrying the ball down to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Warren Harding, and the Raiders add insult to injury with 3:39 to go. It's now Warren Harding 37 and Austintown.
Get the taste, and that's what they did now.
Camargo back on the field for the PAT. Snap is down, kick in the air, and Eduardo is perfect. Raiders 38 and the Fitch Falcons 7.
Teams, as a result, you never get to put your young kids in.
Now Camargo kicks the ball down the field. It goes bouncing to the far sideline, picked up by an up man for the Falcons, and returning it out to the 32-yard line is William Minton.
Football today, you have to give them credit for that.
Well, Siciliano's going to run the option to the left. He's going to be hit in the backfield and dragged to the ground by Mike Bland. He is brought down. For the Falcons, it's second down and 13 from their own 29. They will hand the football off to the fullback, and carrying it again is Fritz, and he loops over right tackle.
Getting ready for next week.
Well, they're going to run the football again, and carrying the ball is Scott Lintner. Lintner comes to the near sideline, runs the counter play around the left end of the line to work with. Again, quarterback Nick Siciliano will run the football as he gives it to Polder, and he races over the 50-yard line, less than 3 yards to go. Siciliano's going to throw for it. Sets up, fires, pass, intercepted by Tommy Gentis at the 35. returning it to the Raiders 36, but he'll be hauled down from behind, and he is buried back to 34. So Tommy, for Warren Harding, they have twins to the left on 1st and 10 from their own 34. They'll run the football. The fullback running it right up the middle of the field is Brian Craig. He stopped after a minimal gain. 2nd down and 9. Inside of 10 seconds to go, they get one more snap off. Zillinger hands the football off to the second man through, and that will do it as they get it right back to the line of scrimmage. So for Warren Harding, they have won. Craig carries the ball ahead for no gain, and the game is over as time has expired. And our final score from Falcon Stadium in Austintown, it is the Warren Harding Raiders 38. The Austintown Fitch Falcons 7. Warren Harding improves their season record to 7.